Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin understanding the fundamental differences between men and women. Why do we struggle to understand each other? At the core of every relationship lies a simple yet profound truth. Men and women are fundamentally different in the way they think, feel, and react. These differences often lead to misunderstandings, frustrations, and conflict in relationships. It's not that either gender is wrong, but that the differences between them can create challenges when they aren't understood or respected. Let's imagine a couple, Sarah and Mark, who have been together for a few years. Sarah has had a challenging day at work. She comes home, and she just wants to talk about how her day went, to express her feelings of stress and frustration. Mark, on the other hand, listens for a few minutes, but then jumps straight into fixing the problem, offering solutions and advice. Sarah, feeling unheard and unsupported, becomes upset. Mark, confused, doesn't understand why his attempt to help was rejected. This scenario is common in relationships. Mark is operating under the belief that offering solutions is helpful, whereas Sarah just wanted someone to listen. This is a simple example of the kind of miscommunication that often occurs when men and women fail to understand each other's needs. In men's world, they often deal with their problems by isolating themselves and finding solutions internally. When something goes wrong, they typically want to solve it on their own. Women, on the other hand, find comfort in sharing their emotions and thoughts with others, seeking empathy and understanding rather than quick fixes. This difference, when ignored, leads to frustration and tension. The importance of listening without judging. One powerful lesson here is the importance of listening without judgment or interruption. Men often want to fix, but sometimes what women really need is for someone to listen and empathize. A real-life example could be when a woman shares something personal, and a man's instinct is to say, "Well, why don't you just do this?" instead of simply listening. On the other hand, women can also learn to appreciate that men, in their desire to help, might struggle with showing emotional support in the same way. Recognizing this difference and making a conscious effort to listen, whether you're the man or woman, can have a transformative effect on communication and relationships. The need for validation. Another aspect of these differences is validation. Men typically feel validated when they accomplish something. Whether it's fixing a problem, winning at something, or succeeding in their career, they derive a sense of value from their ability to act and do. Women, conversely, often feel validated when they're seen, heard, and understood. Their sense of value comes from connection, relationships, and being appreciated for who they are, not just for what they do. Sarah, in our earlier example, wasn't just looking to talk about her day for no reason. She was looking for validation. She wanted Mark to understand what she was going through emotionally, to acknowledge her struggles. When Mark immediately tried to fix her problem, he missed the opportunity to validate her feelings. This led to frustration on Sarah's part because her emotional needs weren't being met. Real-life reflection. Take, for instance, the relationship between Tom and Lily. Tom, an engineer, has always prided himself on being able to solve problems. Lily, an artist, thrives on emotional connection and expression. When Tom and Lily go out, Tom enjoys quiet moments where he doesn't have to speak much, just reflecting on things in his own mind. Lily, on the other hand, wants to talk about the beauty she sees in the world around her, the thoughts and emotions that come to her. Initially, Tom didn't understand why Lily would want to talk so much. He felt overwhelmed and uncomfortable with constant conversation. Lily, in turn, felt neglected and misunderstood. But over time, they learned to appreciate each other's needs. Tom made a conscious effort to listen, giving Lily the space to share without feeling pressured to fix anything. Lily, in return, learned to accept that Tom needed moments of silence and didn't always have to share his feelings in the same way. This kind of mutual respect can lead to healthier, more fulfilling relationships, where each partner feels heard and appreciated for who they are. The Mars and Venus model. To sum it up, men and women often approach the world with different lenses. Men may think in terms of solutions and achievements, while women may think in terms of connection and emotional sharing. Recognizing these differences is the first step in creating a more harmonious relationship. By understanding that each person's needs come from their unique perspectives, we can stop expecting the other person to act the same way we do. The Mars and Venus analogy helps to illustrate this. Imagine Mars as a planet where men are from, a world where emotions are compartmentalized and practical solutions are valued. Venus, where women are from, is a world that is more fluid, interconnected, and focused on emotional connection. The key is not to try to make the other person more like you, but to learn how to meet them where they are. Understanding these fundamental differences doesn't just reduce conflict. It opens the door to empathy, deeper communication, and love. It's a process that requires patience, self-awareness, and a willingness to grow together. But the reward is a relationship that truly thrives. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.